TBR7 Chronicles coming at you with a new episode. What's up, guys? So, I want to talk to you about this little catalytic converter they got on this bike here. And I'm using another camera. It's an older camera. Looking through the lens here, it looks a lot better than my phone. It seems to have some sort of image stabilizing, so maybe you guys can not get so sick. It's not so Trailer Park Boys. So yeah, here's my point from this of this whole venture here. This is the cat here. It's usually hidden behind that heat shield. I don't like having the cat right next to the engine. Actually, I can barely fit a finger here, first off, and that's not my point. Is the heat. Catalytic converters, in my opinion, see, I'm not a genius or anything, but they're meant to like burn off excess gas and oils and stuff that gets into the exhaust here. And I'm sure you would want it close, so I understand it. You want, like in a car, I understand it's kind of here too. It's close, it's not far back. But I don't like it. I don't like it right next to here because they get hot. They're actually, catalytic converters get hotter than the exhaust. They do create more back pressure and a lack of flow. And also this here, this will be another video, this little guy, this part here. Let me grab, I'll do that in the other video, never mind. So basically though, this got this carburetor further away from the exhaust. This is just it just gets hot. You don't need your fuel hot. I don't know why they had it so close. It's I would say it's 2 inches away now, and it must have been 1.5 inches. Like, you know, this stuff has got not even 1 inch. But so what I'm gonna do is, let me find my pipe here. My little treasure trove of junk here. I'm basically gonna do that, cut that out, weld that in. I may tilt this down, like cut it, and then tilt this out so it can come a little bit further away from the carb, even more in the engine. So this will be maybe a little straighter out like this. Maybe I could do that. Let me see if I could hold this just to where it makes any sense for you guys. Maybe like just a little out. Let me see. Yeah, something like maybe just that. I was thinking come straight to the edge of the engine like that and get it, let's see how many fingers. That'd be almost, let me see, hold on. Well, it'd be a solid finger. You could see the difference right there. If I could just take it like about like that. Just send it out a little. If I can, and if not, whatever. I'm gonna take the heat shield out here, probably leave it off is my guess. If I need to re-weld these tabs, I can. I'm not sure. I may leave it on there. I'm not against the heat shield, but the main thing is to get this heat away from here. And this already, the carburetor, it already got a little bit away from. If I could rotate it though, as you can see, the pipe collects right here. If I could cut it here and just rotate it out a little bit, it would get another inch away. If I could gain that. So what I'll do is I'll just, the magic of editing will turn it into the next moment here. With the magic of editing, we're all done, mate. Just kidding. It's just sitting there. I'm kind of... I moved it out a little. I know this pipe isn't perfect. I just set the pipe I had on here to check out the angle. You know, I want to move this one a little bit more away from it. It's looking good though. We're getting, like, before I couldn't even get a finger in there. So it's looking good. I'm kind of finding out now. I'm just going to ace the heat shield. It looks like I need to cut this little guy off to get it back, and then make this pipe a little longer so it can slip over the other one also. Because I moved it out a little bit. Just made sure this wouldn't hit. Because like they made clearance for this to not hit the heat shield, which put the pipe closer to the motor. So I'd rather have the pipe further away and just say screw the heat shield, honestly. And yeah. Okay. Cool, guys. I'm gonna... Alright, guys. So what I did here was I actually decided to keep the heat shield because when I reclocked this in here, set the pipe back in here. Oh, good. It's nice and tight now. You still gain a lot of space. Like, see how my hand can still fit in there with this pipe? Like, it's still... You're still gaining a lot of space. So what I did was I got this back in here and I kind of clocked these as far out as I could with these still connecting. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this in there and tack it and then take it off. I'll tack it into place, and then once it's funny trying to do this with one hand. I'll tack this into place very lightly and then I'll take it off and I'll finish welding it. So it's going to be just a little bit of fun, but it's going to give you quite a bit of clearance there and a lot of flow and less restriction here. And man, wow, there's like, I'd say I gained maybe another half inch here because this was at 2 inches, maybe 2 1/4, 2.5. So I might have gained 3/8 or a half inch there. All right, I'll get back to you once I get a little further. I blocked off this thing, whatever the hell, stupid air sensor. Doesn't do anything. There's no... Well, whatever it does, I don't care. So we'll just say that. And I got this back on. I decided to put this back on there because I could. And remember, if you remember, I couldn't get a finger in here. I can almost get 2 now. But definitely can reach in there without touching the exhaust. So here's the first fire up. As far as I know, it should get louder. I'm not into the loudness, but I am into the loudness because people can hear you. It's not like a cool thing. It's a like, every time a loud Harley goes by, I don't enjoy it when I'm in my car, but I hear it. So here's the first start, guys. Make sure the gas is on. There we go. Doesn't sound louder right now. Oh, gotta let it warm up a little before I hammer on it. You know what? That's like perfectly louder. Let me hold this in my left hand here and try and reach up to the throttle. I don't really think it's much louder, just barely. Oh, there's more pressure coming out. That's good. A little more thump coming out. All right, well, I mean, I guess that's it. Basically, ooh, I could smell the paint burning off, son. It was pretty simple. I just used this old pipe that a satellite installer left in my house a while ago. Welding isn't perfect. I don't care though, it looks better. And it's further away from my carb. Cool, I'm gonna let it warm up, give it another start. Let it actually warm up here. Yeah, it's not bad. You know, it looks a little bit better there with the that weird air sensor thing or valve off, and then there's no you know, I mean, I could see the whole clutch cable there now. That means there's definitely more clearance. And let's see, here we go. Let's see what this sees. That's looking through it. So, you guys know what's in a catalytic converter, right? It's like, well, I don't think these are true. Wow, look at, is that the... Hold on, let me see what way this is going. No matter what way it's going, it's kind of funky, but I'm trying to remember. Let me see what way this was flowing. I cut it off. I can't remember. I could see through it, but you know what? Just get it off of there. All right, guys. That's simply all right. Smoking her off, boys. Smoking off the paint. Yes, it's high temp paint. Give me a break. All right, guys. TBR7 Chronicles. TBR7 Chronicles out.